Queen Elsa's Magical Winter Adventure, a frozen tale. It was a blustery winter's day in the enchanting kingdom of Arendelle. The air was crisp and the snow was glistening, but Queen Elsa was feeling anything but cheerful. In fact, she was downright frustrated. Ugh, I just can't get these powers under control, Elsa sighed, pacing back and forth in her ice palace. With a flick of her wrist, she accidentally sent a blast of icy magic shooting across the room, freezing the floor and walls. See what I mean? I'm a walking winter wonderland and I can't seem to stop it. Elsa plopped down on her icy throne, burying her face in her hands. Her loyal snowman companion, Olaf, scurried over and patted her knee consolingly. "Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, Your Majesty," Olaf said in his cheerful, carefree voice. "Your powers are amazing. You just need to learn how to harness them. That's all. Why don't we go on an adventure and see if we can find a way to help you control your magic?" Elsa lifted her head, a small smile tugging at the corners of her mouth. "An adventure, huh? I suppose that couldn't hurt. All right, Olaf, let's do it. Where shall we go?" Olaf tapped his carrot nose thoughtfully. "I've heard rumors of a magical waterfall deep in the enchanted forest that has the power to amplify one's abilities. Maybe that's just what you need to really get a handle on your icy gifts." "The enchanted forest, huh?" Elsa mused. "All right then, let's get going. The sooner we find this waterfall, the sooner I can stop accidentally freezing everything in sight." And with that, the queen and her snowman companion set off on their wintry adventure, venturing out into the snowy wilderness beyond the palace walls. As they trudged through the powdery snow, Elsa couldn't help but marvel at the serene beauty that surrounded them. The towering pines were dusted with glistening flakes, and icicles hung suspended from the branches like glittering chandeliers. Suddenly, a familiar voice called out from the trees. "Elsa, is that you?" Elsa and Olaf whirled around to see Anna, Elsa's younger sister, bounding towards them through the snow. "Anna, what are you doing out here?" Elsa exclaimed. "I could ask you the same thing," Anna said, a playful grin spreading across her face. "I was just out for a lovely winter stroll when I spotted you two trekking through the forest. Mind if I join you?" Elsa glanced at Olaf, who nodded encouragingly. "Of course, Anna. The more the merrier. We're actually on a mission to find a magical waterfall that might help me control my powers." Anna's eyes widened with excitement. "A magical waterfall, huh? Sounds like an adventure. Count me in." And so the trio of sisters and their snowman sidekick pressed on, their footsteps crunching in the snow as they navigated the winding forest path. Overhead, the bare tree branches seemed to reach out like gnarled fingers, casting eerie shadows on the ground below. Suddenly, Olaf let out a gasp. "Look, you guys! Up ahead, I think I see the waterfall." Sure enough, as they rounded the next bend, a magnificent sight came into view. A towering cascade of shimmering, crystalline water tumbled over the edge of a jagged cliff, sending up a fine mist that sparkled in the fading daylight. "Wow," Elsa breathed, awestruck. "It's even more beautiful than I imagined." "Well, what are we waiting for?" Anna said eagerly. "Let's go check it out." The sisters and Olaf carefully made their way down the snowy slope towards the base of the waterfall. As they drew nearer, Elsa couldn't help but feel a sense of nervous anticipation. What if this magical waterfall really could help her gain control over her powers? Suddenly, a booming voice echoed through the forest, making them all jump. "Who dares to trespass in my domain?" Elsa, Anna, and Olaf whirled around to see a massive hulking figure emerge from behind the waterfall. It was a towering ice giant, its body formed entirely of jagged icicles and glittering snow. "Oh no, it's Marshmallow!" Olaf cried. "Quick, run!" But Elsa stood her ground, determination etched across her face. "No, Olaf, I'm going to face this head on." She stepped forward, raising her hands. Marshmallow, we mean you no harm. I am Queen Elsa of Arendelle, and I've come to seek the waterfall's power in hopes of learning to control my own ice magic. The ice giant paused, its icy features contorting in what almost seemed like curiosity. Queen Elsa, it rumbled in a deep, resonant voice, I have heard of your abilities. Very well, you may approach the waterfall, but be warned, its power is not to be taken lightly. Elsa breathed a sigh of relief. Thank you, Marshmallow, I understand. She turned to Anna and Olaf. Stay here, you two. I need to do this on my own. With that, Elsa slowly made her way towards the thundering waterfall, her heart pounding in her chest. As she neared the edge of the pool at the base, she could feel the water's energy pulsing through the air, tingling against her skin. Taking a deep breath, Elsa stepped into the icy spray, closing her eyes and allowing the magical water to wash over her. Instantly, she felt a surge of power coursing through her veins, amplifying her icy abilities tenfold. Elsa opened her eyes, gazing in wonder at the intricate patterns of frost that now danced across her fingertips. Incredible, she whispered. Channeling the waterfall's energy, Elsa began to experiment, testing the limits of her powers. She created towering ice sculptures, swirling snowstorms, and even a magnificent ice palace to rival the one she had built back home. With each new feat, her confidence grew, and the worry that had once clouded her mind began to fade. Meanwhile, Anna and Olaf watched in awe from the sidelines, their mouths agape. Wow, look at her go, Anna exclaimed. I've never seen Elsa's powers so powerful. Olaf nodded eagerly. I know, isn't it amazing? I told you that waterfall would do the trick. After what felt like an eternity, Elsa finally emerged from the waterfall's spray, a broad grin spreading across her face. I did it, she cried, rushing over to Anna and Olaf. I can control my powers now. No more accidental freezing, no more icy outbursts. I'm the master of my own winter wonderland. Anna swept Elsa into a tight hug. I'm so proud of you, sis. I knew you could do it. Olaf bounced up and down excitedly. Hooray! This calls for a celebration. Let's go back to the palace and have a big old snowball fight. Elsa laughed, her eyes sparkling with joy. You got it, Olaf. Race you back. And so the three friends, the queen, the princess, and the lovable snowman, set off through the enchanted forest, their laughter echoing through the trees as they embarked on the next chapter of their magical winter adventure.